This video is to introduce the Rezzimax tuner to our practice members. And so the Rezzimax tuner is a sensory nervous system activation device. It's very gentle. It's like a digital tuning fork. And so it goes through different frequencies that give input to the brain and nervous system. And so we will use this in all kinds of ways. In musculoskeletal ways, we can work on specific areas. One of the things that we do with it is after we adjust the connection from the brain to the organ or to the muscle, then we put this on the spinal level and give information back to the brain. So we go over that spinal area, and then we go over the brain sensory area of the brain to make sure we get that loop fully rebooted. Chiropractic is great from the brain to the muscle or the organ, but we want to make sure that the nervous system is fully connected back as well. So this is an amazing tool for that. It is an amazing tool for all kinds of things. So the other day we had a kid who had a retained primitive reflex, meaning as they turned their head, they had to turn their arms. They couldn't do this by itself. And as we put this on the shoulders, while we had the child try to turn their head, it rebooted that reflex, which at 8 years old, that should have been gone by 6 months. That kind of reflex will contribute to ADHD, learning issues, and much more. We were able in just a few minutes using this to change that. We use it on people's joints, like shoulders. We'll take the person range of motion through their shoulder or through their hip while we're using this, and also while we're using our red light therapy at the same time. And often we'll get amazing changes in a person's range of motion with their hip or shoulder. We'll use it on specific areas of the neck, almost like an adjustment. It's a sensory adjustment. And so we will use it that way. We'll use it through the muscles. We use it for vagus nerve stimulation. That vagus nerve stimulation could be done at the ear. It could be done at the neck. We can use these little tongues here and get over the vagus nerve here that goes through the carotid sheath. We could do it over the heart. We could do it over the gut. We could do it at the ears for the vagus nerve connections there. So the vagus nerve is a very powerful part of the parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest, digest, and repair. So this is an absolutely amazing tool for this. Yesterday we heard some great help from a person that has PTSD issues. They've been using this at home for a month, and a stimulus that would have normally just knocked them flat didn't give them too much trouble because they've been reworking their vagus nerve, and while they're using this, they're reworking their sense of safety. And that's a little more detailed, but this is an amazing tool for that. So I want to introduce this. You'll see us using it in the office a lot. We're actually getting the device for some patients at home. If you're interested in that, it's fairly it's doable for most patients. So if you're interested in that, ask us more and ways, because this is something tool that a person can treat themselves with every day at home. So I'm Dr. Michael Winters, Winters Wellness, Chiropractic Redefined.